Welcome. In this playthrough of Marvel Champions the card game, we'll do a solo playthrough with War Machine taking on Thanos. So for the villain setup, I am using the standard version of Thanos since I haven't played him except for the one campaign game. Schema 1, attack 2, he's got Stalwart so he can't be stunned or confused. Force response after the Infinity Stone deck runs out, give Thanos a face down boost card. And he's got 16 health. He's got two main schemes. First one is for the setup, so we're using Thanos, Infinity Gauntlet, and the standard sets, two modular sets, Black Order, and Children of Thanos. On this side, we have a threshold of 12 threat. When revealed, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play, search the encounter deck for a Sanctuary side scheme, and reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. So the Sanctuary side scheme, hinder 1 per player, victory of 1, Thanos cannot take damage. When defeated, each player may spend up to 3 physical resources from their hand. Deal 2 damage to Thanos for each physical resource spent this way. This damage ignores a tough status card. And of course, he starts with the Infinity Gauntlet. Gives him +1 scheme, +1 attack. So then he's going to be a 2/3 starting out. After the attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone in play. Otherwise, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. So that's going to be a separate stack of cards with the 6 different stones. And then for War Machine, he's got a thwart of 1, attack of 2, defense of 2. Comes in locked and loaded. As a response, after you change to this form, place 5 ammo counters on War Machine. Hand size of 5 and 10 hit points. Alter Ego, recovery of 3. It's an action, choose a War Machine card in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck. And force response, after you change to this form, discard each ammo counter from your identity and a hand size of 6. Sticking with Justice, so we've got 2, the Power of Justice, 3, for Justice, 3, clear the areas, Spycraft, Counterintelligence, Under Surveillance, Sense of Justice. Then our allies have got Quake, Wiccan, Quasar, Euros, and Agent Coulson. And for basic cards, got our 3 resources, Quinn Carrier, Helicarrier, Downtime, Endurance, and Nick Fury. All right, so my first attempt against Thanos outside of the one campaign I've played, shuffling the encounter deck. Then we're going into the Infinity Stone deck. Give that a shuffle, and that is starting with the Reality Stone. So special, discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. That's going to be brutal for what we're trying to do with him. So basically, it doesn't do us any good to put anything in play this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Scorched Earth, Spycraft, Counterintelligence, Countergun, Targeted Strike, and Targeted Strike. Well, we definitely want to remove some threat. If we put any upgrades in play, they're just going to go away. So I'm just going to pitch the rest of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So using our ability, I'm going to put our Gauntlet gun back in here. Then we're going to play an upgraded chassis that's going to go away here shortly anyway, but I've got nothing better to do. So War Machine gains the aerial trait. As a hero response, after you change to hero form, exhaust the upgraded chassis, give War Machine a tough status card. All right, so we're flipping over. Get our 5 pieces of ammo, exhaust that, and become tough. Then for Justice, remove 4 threat from the scheme since we're using wilds. Get rid of that. When defeated, each player may spend up to 3 physical resources. We're going to get rid of 1. That will deal 2 damage to Thanos. Down to 14. And then we're going to hit him for 2, down to 12. And end your turn. So clear the area times 2. Some downtime. Euros, and Quasar. And it's a threat. It's going to attack for base 3. 3 damage. We lose tough. After he activates, we're going to discard an ally, upgrade, or support we control. And that's going to form its own discard pile. And counter card, Master of the Stones. Attach to Thanos. When he activates, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. At the end of this activation, discard Master of the Stones. +1 scheme, +1 attack. And back to our turn. Well, we're going to clear the area, remove 2 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat on that scheme, draw a card. Found our shoulder cannon. And that is definitely coming into play. Hero action, exhaust the cannon, deal a damage to an enemy. You may remove 1 ammo counter from War Machine to ready the shoulder cannon. So that's going to come in. We are going to attack for 2. So down to 10. Use that for 1. Down to 9. Pitch, ready, attack. Down to 8. Pitch, ready. Down to 7. Pitch, 6. 5 and 4. Then we're going to flip over, use our ability. I'm going to go for, better put a targeted strike in there just in case. So that's going to end our turn. Get 6 cards, keeping Quasar, Pulsar Beam, Targeted Strike, Full Auto, Sense of Justice, and a Repulsor Beam. All right, so when he activates, put the top card into play. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with you. So scheming for base 1, 2, and 3. 6. End of activation. We're going looking for a minion. Found one. Get to put into play. Quick strike. We're not in hero form. Their attacks and damages a character. Character is stunned. Scheme of 2, attack of 2, 5 health. That gets discarded. And counter card. Give Thanos a face down boost. Back to our turn. Use our ability on a gauntlet gun. Flip over. Get our counters. All right, we're going to bring in Quasar. Cost of 3, 4 to 1, attack for 2, 3 health. After he enters play, remove a threat from each scheme in play. Then a Repulsor Beam, hero action, remove an ammo counter from War Machine, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Then we'll use the cannon for another one to defeat the Super Giant. Then thwarting. No, we're just going to attack for 2. Down to 2. And attack for 2 more. Defeating the first version of Thanos. So going to this one, scheme of 2, attack of 3, stalwart, comes out with toughness. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for his helmet and reveal it. And after the deck runs out, he gets a face down boost, 23 health. So 23 health and tough. And I can only hope that's where the card is. So his helmet. Nope, found it. Gains retaliate 1. The hero makes a basic attack against Thanos. They can spend a mental or physical resource to discard this card. So unfortunately, we have to make an attack against him. All right, Ender turn. He does have a damage on him. So Quinn Carrier, Strength, Gauntlet Gun, Under Surveillance, and the Power of Justice. Add a threat. Getting attacked for at least 4. I think Quasar is going to jump in front of this one because we're getting another boost. So 4, 5, 6 damage coming our way. Then we're going to reveal Soul Stone, heal 3 damage from the villain and give it a face down boost. Then our encounter card, Retaliate 1 and Toughness, Schema 2 and Attack of 2 for health. All right. Use that to get rid of Toughness, and that is an attack. So we get retaliated on. Put your token to ready. Do the same thing up here. Get retaliated on. Let's see. That's a basic attack. We're going to pitch a token to ready, then make a basic attack for 2 damage, down to 21. Get retaliated on, down to 7. Spend a physical and a mental to get rid of his helmet. Do some surveillance work, attach the main scheme, increase the threat value by 4. Then, that's a problem that we'll deal with some other time. We're going to put some damage over here. So down to 20, ready, down to 19, ready, down to 18. And flip. And use our ability. Repulsor Beam. All right. Going to keep strength. Got a missile launcher for justice, scorched earth, clearing the area, and a helicarrier. Get a threat. He's going to scheme for 3, 4, 5. So 13 out of 16 schemes for 2. So 15 out of 16. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Heal 3 damage from the villain. Give him a face down boost. Yeah, so I should have done all that damage there. Should have known better. Up to 21. And a face down boost card. Then our encounter card, Surge, into an Insight 1, just what it needs there. Almost got by with it. So when revealed, each player shuffles their discard pile into their deck. Each player removes the top half of their deck rounded down from the game. Kind of funny. All right, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 32, so we're going to lose 16 cards. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 stays. The math is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards gone. Coulson snapped away. Gauntlet Gun, Iron Man left. Euros. Then let's see. Oh yeah, flip this over. All right, now if we get to 12, we lose. Give Thanos a tough status card. If you cannot, place 2 threat on the main scheme. He can definitely get tough. All right, back to our turn. Flip over. Get her 5 tokens. Use that to get rid of tough. Pitch to ready. Scorched Earth, hero action. Remove 3 ammo counters from War Machine. Deal 3 damage to each enemy in play. So 3 damage and back down to 18. Then the cannon to finish this off. Then we'll play Missile Launcher as an upgrade. Exhaust it. Remove an ammo counter from War Machine to deal 2 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged. So we'll do that for 2 damage. Down to 16. Then attack for 2 down to 14. And here's where I'm in trouble with 7 health, and he's attacking with an extra boost. So we will keep clear the area. Repulsor Beam, Counterintelligence, Power of Justice, and some downtime, which will probably be needed here very shortly. So get a threat. Attacking, we've got to defend. So base 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we got lucky. Well, 4, 5, 6 damage. Minus the 2. So down to 3 health, if we call that lucky. Then flip over a Mind Stone, which is going to confuse us. Then our encounter card, Inevitable. When revealed, give Thanos a face-down boost. Back to our turn. We're going to pinging for 1 damage. Clearing the area, removing 2 threats. Took care of everything. Draw a card into a Quinn Carrier. I'm going to pitch that to bring in some downtime, giving us +2 recovery. Then we're going to play Counterintelligence. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, discard this to prevent 3 of that threat. Then we're going to flip over, use our ability, throw a Repulsor Beam back in here. End our turn. 6 cards. Got Wiccan, Nick Fury, Targeted Strike, Quake, a Repulsor Beam, and Quasar. So get a threat. He's scheming. Let's see. So base 1, 2, 3. Discard an ally or upgrade you control. I think it's going to be the Missile Launcher. Scheming for a total of 6. Then we're going to get confused. If you're already confused, discard a card. And, yep, still good. There were 6. All right, encounter card. Insight 1. 8 out of 12. Give Thanos a tough status card. And back to our turn. Can we get rid of toughness and 13 damage? I can't. Use his ability to throw our Missile Launcher back in here. Then we're going to recover for 5, going up to 8 health. Bring in Nick Fury. 4 to 2, attack for 2, 3 health. After he comes into play, we can remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. And at the end of the round, he'll be discarded. We're going to draw 3 cards. Energy, Targeted Strike, and a Missile Launcher. Nice. So flipping over, Get our 5 tokens. Nick is going to thwart for 2. Shoulder cannon to get rid of toughness. Bring in Wiccan, use his ability. Thwart of 1, attack of 1, 3 health. After he thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal a damage to an enemy. So he is dealing 2 damage. Nice to get rid of that. Down to 11. Then we're going to bring our missile launcher back in and remove an ammo to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 9 health. And that's going to be your turn. 4 cards. Munitions bunker, repulsor beam, power of justice, and clear the area. And get 1 more. Another clear the area. So get a threat. He's attacking. Nick is defending. So base 4, 5, 6 damage. I'm going to bring out the Time Stone. And counter card. First one. Scheme of 1, attack of 1, 6 health, and villainous. And put the top card of the Infinity deck into play. So that's the Power Stone. So after the Infinity deck runs out, give Thanos a face-down boost. Let me see, when do I reshuffle? Yep, whenever it's empty is when we shuffle, so we'll just take these 4. Put them there, and our turn. All right, so Wiccan thwarts for 1 and does 0 damage. We are going to use that to remove a counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy, down to 7. Repulsor beam, remove an ammo counter and deal 4 damage to an enemy, down to 3. Shoulder cannon, down to 1. Ready, shoulder cannon, or down to 2, down to 1. Pitch and ready, and we'll keep War Machine standing. Shoulder cannon to finish him off. Still had 2 left there, but no more damage in her hand. We could have cleared the area to get out of being confused. We still had this for backup if needed. So that was War Machine against the basic Thanos. As always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.